Welcome back to my channel. Today I will show you an Indian romance movie called Mann, released in 1999. Dev Karan Singh is a Casanova and ambitious painter deep in debt, who is a young showy playboy and uses every trick in the book to charm wealthy women, who will shower him with expensive gifts and support his extravagant lifestyle. There is only one problem though. Dev is always looking for greener pastures. At the same time, he agrees to marry Anita, a billionaire's daughter, to ensure a free flow of money for life. On his way back from Singapore back to India on a cruise, Dev met Priya, a music teacher for children, who is engaged to Raj, whom she has agreed to marry because he had helped her when she was in need. Dev promptly decides to add her to his list of conquests. He tries to get close to Priya. Initially, Priya doesn't get impressed by Dev. She refuses to fall prey to his considerable charms. However, they decide to become friends. While they are getting to know each other, Dev flirts with other girls. As Priya sees how Dev behaves flirting with other girls, she starts to fall for him. Dev also feels the emotion of Priya and fell in love for her too. Dev breaks up with the other girl he was flirting, telling her that he never loved her, and it was the first time he is saying painful words like that to a girl. The cruise reached an island where Dev's grandmother lives. Priya comes along Dev to see his grandmother with him. Priya likes the beauty of the palace where Dev's grandmother lives in. As Dev left Priya with his grandmother, she tells Priya about Dev's childhood life. While they were chatting, Priya tells Grandma that her anklets are very beautiful. Grandma promised to her that someday she will send it to her. On the island, Priya tells Dev that when she first saw him she thought he is a scoundrel, heartless bad character, but after coming to the island and knowing him a little more that she sees something nice in him. After meeting with his grandmother, both of them return to cruise and finally agree with each other that they are in love with each other. Dev tells Priya that he will give up all his luxurious life and careless attitude for her, and just to give him 6 months he will build them a house and give her all she loves. Priya tells him that it's impossible, and she will be married in the next month. She says she is indebted to Raj and can't cheat him or leave him alone. Dev tells her to think it over in the night, and in the morning he will wait her on the deck of the ship, if she comes to him that she wants him to. At the morning Dev is waiting her, and she comes up on deck with the dress he gave her. She tells him that she listens to her heart and her heart is telling her that she loves him. However, due to them already being engaged to other people, they agree to work everything out and meet in 6 months on Valentine's Day, the day of love, at Gateway of India to get married. During the 6 months, Dev is back with his friend Natu. Natu tells him that the creditors send him a legal notice that if he doesn't pay the loans in 10 days they will auction everything from his house, his car, even his clothes. Dev wanted to let Anita know that he met someone on the cruise, but Anita didn't listen to Dev. Instead, she suddenly took him to a very big palace. Priya didn't tell Dev anything and took him inside the palace, where there was a ceremony going on. Anita's father, Mr. Singhania, welcomes them and announces that his daughter liked this palace so much that he paid the owner 3 times the price of it and made it a gift to his son-in-law. Dev rejected the great gift in front of the TV. Dev tells Anita that he doesn't want to marry her because he fell in love with someone else. In the meantime, Priya watches Dev on TV, breaking off his engagement with Anita. Priya's fiancé was also there. He praises Dev because he sacrificed everything for the sake of love. Raj tells Dev that he doesn't know him, but he did the right thing, and he will get what he wants because love exists for the reason of people like him. Dev turned around his life. The creditors took everything from him. Driven by his love, Dev gives up his womanizing ways. He decided for the first time in his life to work for himself. Dev starts working hard, earning for himself as he works hoardings by the day and portraits by the night. Dev created and auctioned beautiful paintings, and becomes very successful along with the support of his friend Natu. On the other hand, Priya wanted to tell Raj that she had met someone on the cruise and fallen in love, but Raj's parents interrupted her. Instead, Raj tells Priya that he met the crazy lover Dev Karan Singh, which opened his eyes, and decided to marry her next week rather than next month. Priya didn't get the chance to tell Raj that she did not want to marry him. She then told her mother, who raised her in the orphanage, that she didn't love Raj, but instead loved someone else. Mother tells her if she didn't marry Raj, no other man would ever want to marry a girl from the orphanage. Priya realizes that leaving Raj will be wrong and sadly writes a letter to Dev, explaining everything. Raj gets the letter instead of Dev, because Dev didn't live at the address where she sent the letter to. When Raj gets the letter, he gets angry about what Priya did, sacrificing her love because she is indebted to him. Raj tells Priya that it's Dev who she should have to repay because he sacrificed everything for her. Raj convinces Priya to go to Dev when the time comes on Valentine's Day. Dev bought a big apartment, prepared and decorated for their wedding, and on the Valentine's Day, both Dev and Priya very excitingly prepared for the wedding. Sadly, things take a bad turn when, on her way to meet Dev, Priya gets hit by a car and loses both of her legs. Dev, who waited all night for Priya, heartbroken and believes she has rejected him, as he does not know of her accident. When he returned to his house, he also received that his grandmother has passed away. And her last wish were that he should have to give her ankles to Priya. When Priya wakes up in a hospital, she forbids Raj from telling Dev the truth, not wanting to become a burden on Dev. After she comes out from the hospital, Priya spends her time running a musical academy for small kids. Though heartbroken, Dev continues his career and goes on to become a famous painter. One day, Priya attends his art exhibition and wishes to buy a painting of his, a sentimental picture of her speaking to his beloved grandmother, whom Dev had introduced to her during the cruise. Dev had said that he would not sell the painting as it was only for Priya, but upon hearing that the girl who wanted it understands the emotion behind the picture and is disabled, he tells the host of the exhibition to give the painting to her for free. One day, he meets Priya again with Raj at a theater gathering. Dev thought that Priya has become Raj's wife. Raj wanted to tell Dev the truth, but again Priya forbids Raj of telling the truth. Dev decided to leave his new life and go to the island that his grandparents lived. And before he went, Dev visits Priya to give her an anklet that his grandmother, who recently died, had wished for Priya to have when she became Dev's bride. Initially unaware of Priya's condition, Dev tried to wear the anklets to Priya's legs, but she refused. He remembers giving the painting to a handicapped girl and realizes that it is only Priya who can understand the meaning of that picture. Dev searches Priya's rooms and finds the painting in another room. The two embrace tearfully and Dev assures Priya that he will love her no matter what. Dev and Priya then married by Raj, where Dev carries Priya for the wedding rounds in the presence of Nadu and the children of the musical academy. End of the story.